and talk about what was going well in this neighborhood and what was not going as well. And I was a little surprised when the neighbors said investment in Romanowski Park. We consider that our park, and we had some soccer fields, but it was not a first-class park. And from there, Parks Department did a terrific job, 10 different meetings, and we said, what do you want? People said, we want walking trails, and we want new playground equipment, and we want new soccer fields, and we want new basketball courts. And so we said yes to everything, with the help of the Ralph Wilson Foundation, with the help of the Detroit Pistons, with the help of the state of Michigan. And now I hope you are really proud, because this is the kind of park that you deserve. And I'm going to drive by here on Saturday and expected to see it filled up. But I hope you guys feeling good about the way it turned out?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. As the mayor stated, partnerships are vital to this type of project. And so one of the partnerships that we've had over the past few years that has been really successful is our partnership with the Detroit Pistons. We've, to date, done over 30 courts, with 10 more coming up. To represent the Detroit Pistons, Tellem.
I'm going to correct him. I'm pleased to be here on behalf of Tom Gorris and the Detroit Pistons and representing the entire organization. This is really an important moment for us. This is the 42nd court that we've renovated out of 60 that we agreed to with the mayor when we decided to move to Detroit from Auburn Hills 4 years ago. And I want to thank the mayor for really encouraging us to participate in this plan, because really Detroit is a beautiful city, and the mayor is doing everything he can to make it beautiful for everyone and for everyone to have access to beautiful green space. And this park, like all the other parks, is so important for the community, so they can come, relax with their family and friends, play, and have good times. And so we're really excited to be here. But I have to mention, when you're in sports, the number 42 is of great significance. It's Jackie Robinson's number. It's the 75th anniversary this April of his Major League debut. And so that's a good omen for this park. So again, we're really pleased to be here. We want to also acknowledge our partnership with the Ralph Wilson Foundation. I know Jim Boyle's here, who's a good friend, who's been a great partner. Dave Egner. We now provide programming. We've done this for the last 3 years at the parks. It's not just enough to build a park and beautify it, but it's also to engage the community and to provide activities for the community. So we're really pleased to partner with them. And this is really part of our overall commitment to Detroit. Sports can unify communities, bring people together. That's what we represent. Of course, we want to win basketball games. We are on our way. I promise all of you, we are on our way. It's not going to happen overnight, but we have a plan. We're sticking to it. We have some very good young players, and that will come too. But part of our also commitment is to improve the lives of all Detroiters. That's equally important, and that's why we're here today. So thank you very much, and look forward to completing the 60 courts in the next 2 years. So thank you all again.
As I mentioned, partnerships are invaluable to what we're trying to do. Another partnership that has been vital to our improvements on the parks has been the partnership with the Ralph Wilson Foundation. Please welcome Jim Boyle, Vice President of Programs and Communication.
Thanks, Ricardo. I told Arn that Cade Cunningham is becoming must-see TV, so I watch him regardless of what the record is. Thanks to the City of Detroit for having us here. Thanks, Mayor Duggan, and the entire Parks and Rec Department and the Detroit Pistons. It's amazing to partner with you all. The funding from us for this came from our youth sports and recreation funding area, which is a focus area of the foundation. We really, through that work, continue to support more access for kids to get active through sport and play, regardless of zip code or ability. That's kind of our North Star. And we've learned through this work that kids are not nearly as active as they need to be. I've done several of these, and I give this stat often. Only 14% of kids in Southeast Michigan are physically active for an hour a day, which is the CDC's recommended number. So we're really driving to get that number up and you need great parks like this and great play spaces in order to do that. A couple years ago, the foundation committed $2.5 million to help improve not only Romanowski Park, but 7 other parks across the city, recognizing the need for safe and accessible play spaces. These investments obviously mean greater access for kids and families to green space, as Arn talked about, encourage kids to sample different types of sports, which is really important as they develop, and really go a long way to promoting lifelong health. And more importantly, as you can see from this wonderful neighborhood, they become neighborhood anchors. So we're really pleased to support the city and the Pistons and all the neighborhood partners in their commitment to providing residents gold standard parks right in their backyards. And we're pleased to be here and honored to be here. Thanks so much.
As partnerships go, it's always important that the community is involved and engaged as well. We had over 10 meetings with the community, and we wanted to make sure that what you see here today is something that you would enjoy. So to represent the community and Universal Academy, Wissam Charaffedine.
Thank you. Good morning. As a family engagement and community liaison for HES academies, including Universal Academy, and previously as the Dean of Students for Universal Academy, Romanowski Park has been a close part of our community and UA family. Most of our students are from a walking distance to school, so the park is not only the path to school for many of them, but also the playground and the breathing space for them and their families after school. While the park is a great blessing for us today, a decade ago, this park was a mix of a blessing and a challenge for the school. It was not a safe place necessarily for children, and I remember having to run a couple of times from our old building to put off small fires in the playground before dismissal time. Well, now the story has changed completely with efforts of our dear mayor, the city of Detroit, Detroit's Parks and Recreation Division, and the partnerships with the community. It's now a manifestation of the renaissance of the city of Detroit. Not only did the city focus a good amount of effort to respond to community needs in regard to the park, but they also paid attention to involving us, involving the students, the parents, community members, and school administration in the renovation of the park to meet their needs. Today, the park is part of the development of our students, the physical, emotional, mental, and social development through its basketball courts, soccer fields, playgrounds, urban gardens, shed areas for family activities. If you visit it in a summer afternoon, you'll see a vibrant park filled with activities for all ages and all feel happy and safe. We take this opportunity on behalf of our community and students, on behalf of our founder, Ms. Nawal Hamadi, who insisted to give the best education possible for the children of this area, on behalf of our superintendent, Dr. Ali Bazzi, our principal, Ms. Uzma Anjum. I thank the mayor of the city of Detroit, Mr. Mike Duggan, and the Parks and Recreation Department of the city of Detroit, and all the community partnerships for hearing and listening to our voices and fulfilling their promises regarding the renovation of the park. Remember that every day you go to work, you are creating more smiles on the faces of our children and students. I want to end with a quote from President Roosevelt. There is nothing as American as our national parks. The fundamental idea behind the parks is that the country belongs to the people, that it is in process of making for the enrichment of the lives of all of us. Thank you very much.
So that concludes our speakers for today. We're going to ask some of the young people to come up and join Mayor Duggan and some of our sponsors as they cut the ribbon. Thank you for coming out and enjoy the park.
These are for the kids. Come on, guys. Come on up. We're at the students cutting the ribbon. Absolutely. Yeah. Not around this side. Wait till we count, though. Don't go too early. And don't get my finger. All right, we got it? All right, everybody look up and smile. And then on the count of 3, but the thing is, when you cut, look up or they'll only have a picture of the top of your head, okay? Pictures forever. Ready? 1, look at the cameras. 1, 2, 3, cut. All right.